So quite often we get asked the question, obviously every organization has an IT reseller in place. They have existing relationships. So help me understand, when is it that I might look to use you versus when is it I might actually use the current kind of resellers? And we see this essentially split into two different models. We're an organization that helps you to save. And what we typically find within the OEM channels is all about spending money to fix problems. So what do we mean by that? If you have devices which are going end of sale, then they typically have you buy newer models to fulfill that gap. The other part is the cost to support older assets. What we tend to find is as the devices get older and older in makeup, and as they creep towards that end of life process, that they start to increase in cost. And so that then prompts a conversation to do the replacement. And obviously they've got the kind of end of life milestone as well. We're tending to like that's the sort of hard line that organizations are using to do the replacements. So I've worked in, I worked for Dimension Data, now in TT. I've worked in that reseller channel. If you came to me and said, listen, we've got an issue in our business, we've got a lot of aging assets, we've got assets which are going end of life and they're costing us a lot to keep in place, then my answer to you to fix that problem is to spend to replace the technology. Essentially, if you are able to reduce the cost of the maintenance from 300% but down by 200%, then essentially you're able to strip a lot of that cost within the business. Unfortunately, though, that involves spending money. What do we know about the marketplace right now? That people are being asked to, the capital that's available there's less and less capital available within the business. So that what we're finding with companies right now is that's not really an answer to the situation, because how can you spend capital if it's not there? So let's say, for example, you came to us in that particular scenario. So how can we help you save? So firstly, our goal is to help you keep products in place for longer. So, in some instances, we've found that our maintenance offering can be about 75% cheaper than the maintenance within the channel. There is no reason why devices, we've looked at the research, there's no reason why older devices should continually increase in cost over time. What we find is there's less and less things like patch updates, there's less research and development that's going on to products which already exist in the market. So why is it that they increase in cost as they go on? We can't find the reason for that. What we know, throughout the decades that these models have been going on, is that they want to drive you towards buying the new product, essentially. The second way that we help you kind of save is that we help you save on the cost of products. How do we do that? We don't look to the manufacturers to determine what is the cost of product to you. So that manufacturers all have, for example, a Cisco world, they have a list price. So they say that you get a certain percentage discount, 50, 60, 70% discount from list price. And again, if you buy more, then you get a bigger discount. But that's, again, all the way that the manufacturers kind of work. We don't have any role into that. In some cases, some of the product that we have can get anywhere from 70 to, in some cases, we had one issue, a scenario last week, 92% discount that we gave them kind of on the list price. And the last part is around the waste. What we tend to find how happens here around the e-waste situations. Firstly, in terms of the OEMs, you get very little back from anything that you give back to the OEMs. If you do, it's a gesture in discount towards the purchase of the new product. But in reality, you could get that discount anyway. So we're a business, probably one of the only businesses in Australia that can actually help to give value back to you for the waste that we take away. There is always, if we can repurpose the product, if we can sell that back into the supply, back into the market to repurpose that product, there's typically always value there. Or we can break down those products to extract the minerals, the gold, the copper, the nickel. That all has value within it. And we can help to give you that back as a credit to the business to use for other different types of products. So when you think about Recirc IT within your business, if you're looking to save and you're looking to have a different conversation which doesn't require spending money, then this is the sort of mechanisms that we have in place to be able to give you a different outcome to the OEM world. So if you do experience one of those issues, then we'd love to hear from you.